Home. The word home felt as foreign to him as answering to his own name had done. It'll be safe there? If you were looking for a hidey hole, the place where someone like Brian Lancaster would be least likely to be found, Sugar Maple Grove would be it. One-horse town? Without the horse, he said wryly. On the edge of the Green Mountains, Vermont. As far as I know, they still have a soda fountain, and the kids ride their bikes to school. The big deal is the annual yard tour and rose show. He hesitated. My sister's been in touch. She's afraid my dad's not coping very well with the death of my mother. I need to go see if he's okay. Not that his father would appreciate it. At all. Your mother died while you were out, didn't she? Her pride and joy, the fact her yard had been on that annual tour of spectacular gardens, that her roses had been prize winners. Yes, sir. I'm sorry. I know we weren't able to bring you in when it happened. That's the nature of the job, sir. And only people who did that job, like the man sitting across from him, could fully get that. His father, the small-town doctor? Not so much. Good work on Operation Chop Louie, his boss said. Exceptional. Your name has been put in for a commendation. Brand said nothing. He'd lived in a shadowy world where you were rewarded for your ability to pretend, your ability to betray the people you befriended and led to trust you. Getting a commendation for that? At this point, he had mixed feelings about what he'd done and about himself. One of those feelings definitely wasn't pride. He didn't really want to go back to Sugar Maple Grove. His father was angry, and rightfully so. His sister had given him an unsavory assignment. So, at the same time Brand Sheridan dreaded going back there, he was aware something called him that he couldn't run from anymore. I should be able to wrap up what I need to do in Sugar Maple in a week. 2 tops? Brand asked. Let's give it a month. That'll give us time to put some protective measures in place for you. A month in Sugar Maple Grove? He hadn't expected to stay that long. What on earth was he going to find to do there for a month? But Brand Sheridan didn't have the kind of job where you argued with the boss. Yes, sir, he said, and to himself he thought, maybe I'll catch up on my sleep. Chapter 1. Stars studded an inky summer sky. Bright sparks drifted upward to dance briefly with fireflies before disappearing forever. It was the perfect night to say goodbye. Goodbye, Sophie Holtzheim said out loud. Goodbye, foolish, romantic notions and dreams. Her voice sounded small and lonely against the stillness of the night. The voice of a woman who was saying farewell to the future she had planned out so carefully for herself. Sophie was in her aging neighbor's backyard. She was taking advantage of the fact that he was away for the night to utilize his fire pit, though the absolute privacy of his huge yard and mature landscaping had irresistible appeal too. Sophie's own house, in this 1930s neighborhood of craftsman-style homes, was next to this one, on a Sugar Maple Grove corner lot. Despite a barrier of thick dogwood hedges surrounding her property, she didn't want to risk a late-night dog walker catching a glimpse of a fire burning, or of a woman in a white dress muttering to herself. Let's face it, when a woman was wearing her wedding dress alone at midnight on a Saturday, she wanted guaranteed privacy and reprieve from the small-town rumor mill. Sophie Holtzheim had fueled that quite enough over the past 6 months. Taking a deep breath, Sophie smoothed a hand over the white silk of her wedding gown. She had loved it instantly, with its simple spaghetti straps, non-dramatic V-neck, fabric floating in a subtle A-line to the ground. I'm never going to walk down the aisle in this dress. She hoped to sound firm, resolved, accepting. She hoped saying